Oh, it's going.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
We can talk about her. Like, I have topics to talk about. It's just what one you want to talk about for episode
What are
one.
your topics?
So we can talk about a lot of stuff. It's just pick a topic for the first episode.
Do we have to look at the camera?
Yeah, when you talk. You gotta talk, like, to the...
To the camera. Like, not to you.
Well, I mean, we can, like, turn and look at each other, but, like, we're mainly, like, telling stories to the camera.
Okay. Did you...
Well, what do you want to talk about first?
You were there in Colorado. With Marty. And The Rock. Did you ever hear that story about The Rock that crushed us? That almost crushed us? No! Episode 1. The Rock in Colorado.
Okay, what's this about this rock in Colorado?
Okay, so... You never heard this?
No, I didn't.
It's like my most legendary story. Okay, so Marty invited me to Colorado. And it was like the 4th of July weekend. Yeah, it was the 4th of July because I wasn't going to go because I was leaving on Mish soon. But then I was like, yeah, I'll go. And so we went to Colorado. And Marty has these like campers set up in Pagosa Springs, Colorado. That's why his Wi-Fi network at his house is Pagosa, because of Pagosa Springs. And so we bring his laptop loaded with seasons and like 3 seasons of regular show to write down. And like I think half the time we spent in Colorado in the outdoors, nature was watching regular show on the laptop. And we're like, that's so funny.
Okay.
And so then, so we go on this hike to this waterfall, and Marty was telling me this story about like, how, like, I hate you so much.
No, you can just you can keep going.
Is it gonna work?
Yeah.
I hate you.
No, it's good.
So Marty told us a story about how like last year they went or whatever, he like hiked up this place, like this other route, and no one knew where he was, and they went and found him. And so we're going on this hike, and the people there on the trip are Dan and Angela, his parents, and then me, Marty, his brother, Chris, and then like 3 of Chris's friends. And then his youngest brother was there too.
So it was only you and Marty?
On this experience?
Yeah.
No, his brother's kind of coming up. So me and Marty and I go up.
Okay, but it was just you and Marty, like no one else in our friend group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just Marty. You didn't remember this, like at the Colorado trip?
I wasn't on the Colorado
lit.
trip.
Yeah, I know. Marty just invited me. It was sick.
Okay.
So we go.
I'm tilted.
we climb up this narrow way. This is not like Aldo Brew. So we climb up, and it's like all these rocks. Like you definitely tell, there's been lots of rock slides. And there's some foreshadowing. And so we climb up all the way up, like onto this mountain, this cliff. And so we look, and it's kind of like a little narrow valley that we were hiking through to the waterfall. So we can look over on the other side, and we see this guy like scaling this wall. And I'm not sure if he's alive today. We were watching it, we're like, dude, that guy's screwed. What is he doing?
Okay.
And it's like, in hindsight, I don't remember exactly, but I think we saw that he like kind of made it down because in hindsight we wouldn't have gotten someone. He was like slipping and like he's like oh, I'm just gonna climb up here and we'll see it. He's like, I don't know how to get down.
Yikes.
Yeah. So then, so we start hiking back down, and it's like really steep. And so we stop and we see Chris and his 2 friends coming up. I'm like, hey guys, and we're being really careful like as we step, not to like knock small rocks down onto him.
Okay.
And so it gets skinnier and skinnier till it's about like arm's width, maybe a little bit longer, and then it kind of steps up to about your chest and goes even narrower, like just one person narrow. Okay, and so Marty's gonna go up there.
Okay.
And what it looks like is it's kind of hard to explain. Is like, so here's where it comes narrow, and then a little wall juts out. Okay, and there's 2 giant rocks right here, and you can climb up under the rocks to like keep going up this narrower part. Okay.
Okay.
Does that make sense? But there's like a log that's like looks like it's propping them up. And we were talking about like 147 hours, whatever that show is.
127 hours.
And Marty like got down. He's like, nah, man, I ain't trying to get my arm stuck. And so he climbs up on top of the rocks. Okay, so it's like kind of up there. It's like to maybe my chest, this wall. And so he climbs up, and I'm looking down.
So you've climbed up on top of the rocks that are propped up with this wood beam.
We think.
Okay.
But like in all reality, they're wedged together. They're two giant boulders. But Marty hikes up. Marty goes up, and then I'm right there, kind of just watching him. He's close, and I look down to look at Chris and those guys, and they're kind of coming up, and they're kind of in the middle of the runway of the little valley of rock slide, and all of a sudden I hear Marty just, through discretion, just shiz, like the most terrified voice I have ever heard. He's like, move, Critch, move. And I look up, and there's a huge boulder, like it could crush me, just like, and it's pushed Marty up against the wall.
No.
You never heard this?
No.
It pushes Marty against the wall, and I am literally like, time slows down, like I'm like, and I'm like, I can go left.
So this rock had pushed Marty, like actually pushed him, like
pinned him against the wall.
He didn't step up against the side. It's pinned him against the side.
Pinned him against the wall. He had marks along his arm where it like crushed him. Like it didn't break.
And he didn't break anything.
No, but like he had scrapes and stuff. And I'll tell you like what.
Okay, so it pushes him up against this wall.
Up this wall.
Oh, so like I'm Marty, and there's a boulder right here, and I'm just like.
Well, it rolls past him. He's like,
okay.
He's like pushing. Okay. He's screaming. He's like, move. Like, and after the fact, Marty played it down, and I could tell because he almost killed us. But like, it was bad. The rocks were huge, and so it comes down, and like last second, it's like coming for me. I like scramble up to the left a little bit to the other side, and it passes me, but it hits the two rocks that are lodged and knocks them out. So now 3 giant rocks are rolling down this. And it's like thunder, like it's echoing, and there's dust full, and Marty's like, guys, Chris, are you okay? Like, I thought they were dead. I was like, they're screwed. Last I saw, they were right in the middle. And I was just like, yeah, we're okay.
Holy crap.
And they had like, they dove to the sides, and the rocks passed through them, but like, as the dust settles, we just all look at each other and we're like, shoot. And so we slowly go down, and I was so terrified, and like, a couple of rocks start trickling down behind us. I'm like, faster, everyone go faster. And so we go down, we're like, oh, I think I see one, and it's cracked in half, and it's huge, and obviously Marty feels bad at this point, and like, it's not his fault. What had happened is he came up and put his hand on this rock, and it just moved. So like, it was getting ready to move anyway, and it just pinned him, and rolled past him. And so, we like, there's like a giant one in the river, and we're like, dude, that's one of the rocks. And I was like, no, it's not, dude. You guys are like overreacting. I'm like, no. And so we're walking back to the cars. Everyone's back by now. And Dan comes walking up. He's like, I hope you guys are happy. You almost killed Nicholas. And we're like, Dan, no. He's like, real funny, guys. We're like, it was an accident. And so Dan's down on the trail.
I can just picture Dan saying that, like, I hope you guys are happy. You almost killed Nicholas. Is like, ah!
So
I just saw a picture.
But no, Dan, and we try to explain ourselves. But Nick was there, and this other family, and all of a sudden they hear the noise, and these rocks come rolling. And so here's the trail, okay? Then this goes up, and then here's the river on the other side. So it rolled across the trail, and Dan had to grab Nicholas and pull him out of the way. We're like, shoot.
He said, warm your butt to get drink. And so I just picture Dan like,
just come thundering down, dude. Just killed all these heavy campers. And so then one of Chris's friends were walking back. He's like, dude, we really shouldn't have touched that grave. Marty and I. He's like,
we really shouldn't have touched that grave. So now it's devolved into a ghost story.
No, but then he's like, not a grave, like there was just like animal like burial ritual with like all these bones and rocks and like this ornate manner.
Gosh.
And he like messed it up. And then also that same trip, one of the kids crashed on the 4-wheeler, flew into the barbed wire fence, and had to go to the hospital, and he had like a bubble in his lungs. And then on our hike on the way down, we got caught in this gnarly hailstorm, and like I remember sitting back down on my 4-wheeler and just feeling this sharp pain. There's just blood running down my leg from hail that cut me.
Frick,
and I'm like, yep, we're out of here.
What an insane trip.
Marty and I haul back like 10 miles on 4-wheelers in shorts and a short sleeve in maybe pants, but it was. And I had a jacket, but I was soaked.
But I had a jacket.
But it was a sweatshirt, so I was soaked all the way through. And so we get back to the camps and take hot showers and watch a bunch of regular show. I cannot believe you never heard that, though.
I've never heard that
story. We had
to
tell you of that.
Although I have had one experience. I've never told you this. I had one experience with a boulder falling down. Scout camp. It's not as nearly as impressive as yours. 3 big boulders getting pinned. But like, I was at the top, and you know Harrison?
Yeah.
Vasquez? Really, really short black kid, okay? We're all hiking down. There's just tons of loose rocks, okay? And we're all at the bottom. He's way behind, because on this so he had crapped himself because he had eaten something bad. So he was way behind, like waddling. And we're all like at the base of this giant hill with all these rocks. And Harrison, like, I don't know if it was an accident or if he was like mad at us because we were roasting the crap out of him.
Doing something like this.
Like we roasted him, so like he could have done it on purpose. But like all of a sudden, he like must have realized what he did because he's like, "Look out!" And like we look up and there's just like 8 rocks just falling down. And
What? The camera. We're making a vlog, Mom.
come back later.
Trying to make a video.
This is a great first episode. But no, so like these rocks had come down, and like it wasn't anything, like we got out of the way, but it's still like rocks falling. That's a scary feeling. Having these rocks fall at you. And it had actually, it was like very close to me. Like I turned like this, and it was like, and I was like, whoo, and then I yelled at him. But that's my story about falling rocks. Thanks for watching.
Cool. Tune in next time.
Woo. Yeah.